welcome back to Natasha's Reads Right Now. And right now, I'm giving you my quick thoughts on Mistborn. So just a quick overview of the book. This is a fantasy book heist story where we're set in a world of the aftermath where a hero has gone on his quest, but he fails. So this is about 1,000 years later and what happened to the world after that. So we have the main villain, who is the Lord Ruler, super scary villain, and he employs all of these noble houses that are just beneath him. And then we've got the ska, the working, serving class, just they get treated less than dirt, basically. So that is the setting of this book. The first positive for me came from Sanderson writing amazing characters for this story. So we start off with our heroine, Vin. She's 16 years old, and she's just come from such a troubled past. She has so much she's dealing with. She's part of a thieving crew. She's grown up with abuse and suffering, so she's dealing with PTSD, all of these trust issues, and that you just don't think anybody would be able to function with all that going on. But she has learned to survive in such a unique way. She gained her strength from the shadows. She was always off to the side. She would, cower down, to appear less intimidating. Instead of the opposite, act all cocky and brazen and in your face kind of way. She did the exact opposite. And what's great about that and smart about it is that nobody paid her any attention. But, after one meeting, she would know everything there is to know about you. So super observant, and she used that to her advantage. That brings me to her crew that she works with throughout the book. They were just such a fun group of characters. They would give each other hard times, they would laugh, but Sanderson wrote it in a way that you just felt connected to them, and you felt the ties that really bound them together in trust. It was just so much fun to read about them, and every single member of the crew felt like they were essential and contributed to the story, to Vin's character progression, and I really enjoyed all of their different personalities. They worked very well. Final positive about Sanderson's character work had to come from our main villain, the Lord Ruler. Now, you get little snippets in the beginning, so before we even meet him face to face, you get little excerpts that Sanderson writes about him, and there's just so much mystery and lore and surrounding the Lord Ruler. Sanderson definitely left the Lord Ruler's character unexplained for most of the book, and that was pretty scary. So I thought that was very interesting writing from Sanderson. Another positive for me came from the magic system. I thought it was very unique and different from what I've read before. So basically you have your misters or the mistings and mistborns. Mistings, they can burn one metal, and whatever metal that is, it gives them like a different ability. And mistborns, where they can burn all the different metals, so they're more powerful. And I thought that was really interesting. It was complex. It was simple. You have two different types of metals. One pulls, one pushes. So you had that simplicity of it, but it was still very complex. Now, at the beginning, Sanderson doesn't just give you a rule book and tell you exactly how it works. We learn right alongside Vin, our main protagonist, and it's very slow. Like, you get these info dumps and you feel still confused and overwhelmed, and then later on little bits start falling into place, which was frustrating in the beginning, but I think I enjoyed the ending better, that I wasn't spoon-fed that all in the beginning, and that I worked up to the ending. I earned the ending of the book. So the magic system definitely complicated in the beginning, but made sense at the end. Now, I only really have one negative about this book that kind of irked me, but take it with a grain of salt, because I feel like this is just my initial knee-jerk reaction to any kind of romance in a fantasy book. I felt that the main character, Ven, she was so distrusting of everyone that her love story kind of felt too rushed. Like she trusted this nobleman way too easily. But I kind of got over that, because I had to remind myself, you know, she was 16 at the beginning of the story and she just turned 17. So, you know, that has something to do with her being rash or quick to love, I guess. So that was my only negative about that. And it's not even a big negative, because the love story did not dominate the book or the plot at all. I felt like it was, towards the end, it had some meaning to it, but for most of the book, it didn't take up too much time, which was good. But I have a feeling, I hope that it gets better in the second and third books and serves a bigger purpose for that. And that was basically my only negative about this book. My overall rating for this book, for most of it, was about a 4, 4.5, until the end. The ending bumped it up to a 5. I mean, you get a surprise ending, a surprise twist that I didn't see coming. I felt Sanderson, he kept giving us hints, and I kind of thought I knew what was going to happen. I was completely wrong, and in the best way. The ending was so exciting. I mean, the last, I think, 8 to 10 chapters, I was just speed reading through. I needed to know what was going to happen. And I loved that this book is part of a trilogy, but I felt like it was a complete story. But Sanderson still left those little threads that I still have to know what's going to happen next. It left a lot open, but it felt complete. I am very excited to have read Mistborn and loved it so much, and I'm even more excited to read books 2 and 3. Definitely recommend this book to anyone who loves a good magic system, anyone a fan of fantasy, or a good heist story. Definitely recommend the trilogy Mistborn. And as always, I want to hear what you're reading right now. And let me know down in the comments, have you read Mistborn? Did you like it? Or if it's still on your TBR, and if you're excited to read it. And any questions or thoughts that I didn't bring up in this video that you just want to chat about, once again, let me know down in the comments and we will talk about it. And as always, if you like big books and you cannot lie, go ahead and like and subscribe.